my kitchen. My name is Mindy Banks. I'm the Flip-Flop Chef, and I'm coming to you live tonight from the doghouse here in Bogart, Georgia, right outside of Athens. And I'm really excited to do another video here in my new kitchen. If you have not been up to date on things that are happening with my family, we still live in Sarasota, Florida, but we have purchased a home here right outside of Athens so that we can be closer to family and so that Keith can go to the Georgia game, since that's something he does anyways, no matter where we live, right? So as you're joining me, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you're catching this live or if you are watching the replay. I am streaming right now live on YouTube. I'm streaming on my personal Facebook page, and I'm also streaming on the Flip-Flop Chef's business page. So you'll be able to see me in several different places. So no matter where you're watching, let me know where you're watching from and if you're watching the replay. But I also want to let you know that I will be monitoring comments on YouTube. So if this is your first video, what I do is at the end, or sometimes in the middle and then at the end, I take time to answer your questions live. So once a month, I do a live video that's interactive where I answer the questions that you have right on the spot. Most of my videos are not like this, but I like to do one a month, at least one a month for you guys, where you have the opportunity to just communicate with me and chat with me live, and I'm excited to be here tonight. We did make a few changes since our test video last week. I changed out every bulb in this house to a daylight bulb. I am hoping the lighting is better, but this house is just dark, and I know it's starting to get dark outside, so I may have to actually get some lighting, but we're not using my noisy oven tonight. So we're going to be using the Pampered Chef's air fryer. So I want to give you a couple of housekeeping things just so you kind of know. I posted instructions on how to give yourself the opportunity to comment on the YouTube videos. So really short. If you're not able to comment, there's two things that you need to do. You need to have a Gmail account, and you need to have apparently a YouTube channel. So you actually have to say you have a channel, even if you're not going to use it for publishing videos. Those are the rules for YouTube to be able to comment on a live video. So I think if you have a Gmail, you can comment on any video, but to comment during a live video, you have to have gone that extra step and said that you want a channel, even if you're not going to use it for something. So if you can't comment, it's not me blocking you. It's just simply the rules that are on YouTube. If you comment on Facebook, I will answer. If I don't get to those live, then I will get to those probably tomorrow. But we have a lot to share tonight, so let's go ahead and get started. I have live giveaways. I'm going to show you how to make deconstructed kebabs using Pampered Chef's Deluxe air fryer, and we're also going to make a cilantro lime rice. If you didn't see though, this is my 700th video. Technically it's around 710, I think, but I haven't posted some things because I wanted this one to be the 700th. So you'll see a few shorts that come over the next few days that I've already published other places. But for YouTube, this is officially the 700th YouTube video. And so I'm excited to share that with you tonight and share some prizes. So let's go ahead and get started. Before we make the kebabs, we're going to make some cilantro lime rice. Now, one of the things that I did after my test video last week is I moved my camera. So some of you guys told me that the microphone was actually too loud, and so I moved the camera back, and so I'm zooming in a little bit. So I'm learning this kitchen. We did try to add a rug in here to maybe help with the, I know there's a little echo in here, but I'm going to I have a mic in Sarasota that I can wear. So I'll work on learning how to use that before I film here again. But we're going to make our rice in the 3-quart micro cooker plus. And in case I forget, because I'm really good at forgetting things that are out of sight. So we're going to transfer the rice after it cooks into this insulated bowl. This is the 2.5-quart insulated serving bowl. And I love this because it's like a Yeti for your food, and it's great because it's going to keep your food hot or cold, and so it'll keep our rice keep our rice hot for about 2 hours, even though we're going to dive right into this as soon as it's over. I promise you, when I finish these videos with my family, they just flock in here and they start eating, so they're excited that dinner is coming. So let's get our rice going, and then we're going to make our deconstructed kebabs in the Deluxe air fryer and oven. I already have 2 cups of rice here in the 3-quart micro cooker plus. If you have Pampered Chef's rice cooker plus that we previously sold, you can certainly use that. They work exactly the same way. We just restyled it. Looks a little bit different. So 2 cups of rice, 4 cups of water, and you're gonna take both lids. So you have an inner lid, put that right inside. And then this is an outer lid, put this on the top like this. And then you have 2 little locking handles. Now I'm gonna put this in the microwave. What's different in this kitchen is that I'm really close to the microwave and the oven. So if the microwave is too loud, then I will try to keep that to a minimum too. You can always turn it off and finish it later. But I'm gonna pop this right in the microwave for 20 minutes. By the way, little sneak peek, this is coming soon. This is a basically a microwave splatter guard, and it's coming in September from Pampered Chef. So you can add this to your list for the next live event. But look, it collapses down. That was super loud. It collapses down for easy storage. This one is nice and messy on the bottom, so this one does need to get cleaned. And I'm 99% sure that it goes in the dishwasher. I just need to double check since that's a new product, and I want to make sure that I'm not telling you incorrect information. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the marinade for our kebabs, deconstructed kebabs, ready to go, and then we're going to get them in the air fryer. Now, I do want to mention a couple things because I bet some of you guys have questions about the rice. I'm doing 2 cups of rice, 4 cups of water. You always double the water to the rice. If you want to do a smaller portion, 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water, we're going to add some lime juice. If I don't forget and use all of it in this, we're going to just use half. So hopefully I'll remember to just use half of the lime in this, save the other half for the rice, and we're going to put some chopped cilantro in there. The instructions, the recipe for this is in the link that I posted when I right before I went live, I posted a link. It's going to have the recipes for the kebabs, the recipes for the rice, the specials, shopping link, list of prizes, all of the things. So we're going to be using our plastic mixing bowl set. I have the 2 larger bowls, so we're going to be using these tonight. Oops. We're going to put our marinade mix right in here, and I'm going to use my cheat sheet here to make sure that I don't leave anything out. But we need 1 tablespoon of oil. I'm going to do just a little bit more oil because I am making this a little bit larger portion. I'm going to use some extra chicken, but we're going to take our oil and vinegar dispenser. So if you notice, I just squeeze on the side there, and the straw inside just sucks that oil right up to the top. I got to get at least 1 more of these for the doghouse because I need 1 for my vanilla. And I don't remember, forgive me if I don't say your name, but somebody recently told me that they use 1 for fresh lemon juice, and I assume they put it in the refrigerator, and that like they can add it to their drinks. I think that's brilliant, so I love that idea. So 1 tablespoon of oil. We're gonna do 1 tablespoon of fresh orange juice, and I'm using fresh squeezed orange juice from Sam's Club. This is a little bit pricey, but it is delicious and it is so refreshing, so I definitely recommend that. We're going to take our citrus press, and I'm only going to use half of this lime. If you guys have not seen this knife set, I love this set. It is beautiful, and you see how it has the stand, but look at this. If I wanted to, I could flip this over, and I could actually put this in a drawer. How cool is that? So if you don't have counter space for it, you can put it in a drawer. But for tonight, and always in my kitchen, I have this on display because it's just so beautiful. If I wasn't already using the microwave, or if I remembered this ahead of time, I would have microwaved this lime for about 20 or 30 seconds, but I forgot. You'll get a little bit more juice out of it this way, and it's easier to press and squeeze. But look at this. I put it cut side down and press, get all that juice out, and I'm gonna make a quick little detour to the comments, and I want you guys to tell me if the microwave is too loud. If the microwave is too loud, I will turn it off and we can finish it. So let's see if anybody is complaining about the microwave being too loud. Because without you guys, I don't know, right? Or unless I go back and, okay, I don't see anybody complaining about it being too loud. So hopefully that's a good sign. So we've got the oil, the lime juice, the orange juice. We're gonna be using our carnitas meal mix. Now, if you didn't know this, in the month of August, Pampered Chef is doing a bunch of fundraisers. So if you're interested in hosting a fundraiser, I have 2 more dates left where you can get in on double donations. Start tomorrow or the 18th, and I can help your organization earn double donations. Stay tuned for a fundraiser that I'm going to be doing for Camp Bridgeway. That's my sister's ministry. But one of Pampered Chef's great things that they're doing is for every meal mix that you buy, they're going to donate one meal to Feeding America. And so for years we've been one of, if not the top donor for Feeding America. And it's really amazing because they partner with food banks all across the country. And I am going to match Pampered Chef's donations during this party. So for every meal mix that you buy, I am also going to donate one meal through a cash donation directly through Feeding America. So buy all the meal mixes. We have carnitas here, but carnitas, we have scampi. This is why I printed this off so I wouldn't forget. We have Indian style rice, pad thai, chili, Tuscan style herb chicken, carnitas, butter chicken, and scampi. So any of those that you buy a mix, Pampered Chef gives a meal, and so do I. Now, we are going to put 1.5 tablespoons of the carnitas meal mix into this bowl. Now, we're gonna save a little bit of this for our sour cream because we're gonna add to that. So I'm gonna try not to spill this. Hopefully I don't spill it. And then we're gonna take our scraper here, and I'm just gonna mix this together. We're gonna put a little bit of salt and a little bit of honey in here. Now, if you guys happen to catch my very first live from the doghouse, I would love for you to tell me if the audio is better, if the light's better. I'm hoping without the oven making that horrible buzzing noise that this is a better experience for everybody. So we're gonna do about 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I measure a lot of things with my heart, so if you're like, how much was that? 1/2 teaspoon. We're gonna put, how much honey? 1/4 of a cup of honey, and I'm gonna use my small measure-all cup. Now, if you guys don't have one of our measure-all cups, you need to get one of these because I'm gonna squeeze with both hands to make this a little faster. These are awesome. You can measure dries, solids, and liquids all in the same container. So I love this. I just pulled this little plunger down to the 1/4 cup measurement, and then I just poured that honey right in, and then look, you can press this out and then scrape off any of the excess, and the other side has a pour spout. So stick that in there so I don't get honey all over everything. All right, we're gonna mix this together. And then we're going to add to this some chicken, which I've already prepped, so it'll be real quick. We've got some peppers and some onions. So remember, I'll answer your questions at the end, but I do want you to know that I have learned that I can only see so much. So if at the end, if you've asked a question and I'm not answering it, post it again so that I don't miss out on that, okay? We are going to use the Rapid Prep Mandolin. I'm going to go ahead and put the chicken in here so that it can start marinating. I have this in our leak-proof storage container, which I know these are gone, they're discontinued, but I have great news. We have new leak-proof storage containers coming, so stay tuned. Pampered Chef is working on those, and I just took a few chicken breasts, cut these up into chunks, and I'm going to mix this with the marinade. And like I said, I have some extra chicken in here. I always find that there's more marinade than I need, so this will be plenty to go around. Oh, I need to preheat my air fryer. So we're going to use Pampered Chef's Deluxe air fryer back here, and I am using something a little different on this air fryer here. Instead of that wooden tray, my friend Lisa, hi Lisa, I guess you're watching hopefully, she shared these little roller ball sticky things, and I'm sure that's the appropriate term. And they really work great, so I'll post a link to those. But we're gonna do 400 degrees for 20 minutes. So I'm gonna let that preheat. I still have to train my brain to preheat the air fryer. I just, you know, it's hard to do that after our old air fryer. We didn't have to preheat it. All right, the Rapid Prep Mandolin, one of the things that I love so much. There are 2 dials on the back. Let's see how much I can zoom in here. This is gonna be the closest I can zoom in. So you guys might not like my camera being this far away, so I need all the feedback, even if it's not good feedback, because I want to make the videos here just as good as the videos that I do in Sarasota, okay? So there's 2 dials here. You have 3 choices on the top dial: slicing, French fry cut, or julienne cut. And then on the bottom dial, you have 8 different thicknesses. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this on, so I want to slice, I'm gonna do it on a French fry cut. And I'm gonna put it on like a 5, we'll see. I don't ever remember what I do when I do this, and so it's always an adventure, right? So I'm gonna put this here. Let's see, and open this. This is a brand new one, and I guess you know when you use something a lot and you break it in, you don't realize how stiff a brand new one is gonna be. So we're gonna pull this up, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this onion, I'm gonna peel it first, slice this off, and let me change my view here. There was not a way for me to put my iPad in front of me without you guys seeing it and blocking the view with the camera this far away. So I have to remember to look to the side to make sure that you guys are seeing what I want you to see. So this is gonna be, there's gonna be a learning curve in this new kitchen, but I'll get the hang of it. I'm gonna cut this in half. We're gonna pop this in just like that. And this is our food pusher. Check this out. Chop these up and do just like that. And let's see if we can do the same for our peppers. I'm gonna cut, let me slide this over so you can see. I'm just gonna cut around the seeds of the pepper, okay? So this is a great way to not have to chase seeds all over the place. And I'm just using my little garbage bowl there. Let me go ahead and do this one, and then I'll put the mandolin back so that you can see it better in action. It smells so good in here, and I am so hungry. We go back to Florida tomorrow, and so we've been trying to like not have a lot of leftover food when we leave here, and so we realized we didn't even have sandwich bread. So I'm gonna just, oh, that's a little more than I want. I don't really want them that small. Here, for this, I'm gonna dice these up because I don't want them to be, or I'm gonna cut them into chunks. I don't want this to be that small. I want these to be a little bit bigger, so we're just gonna use the knife for the peppers. I wanted to use my quick slice, and I realized I didn't buy one for this house. So I've already started a list of things that I'm gonna have to buy to bring back or ship over here. So let's use, I'm better with the chef's knife. I can work a lot faster. Now, if you don't know how to use a knife, and I don't mean that as a joke, I mean that seriously. If you don't know how to use a knife properly, I do have a knife skills class on my YouTube channel, and I'm actually going to be, hopefully, I'm gonna try to clean up all of my playlists. I have so many playlists of videos. I mean, 700 videos is a lot of videos. And I try to make them easy for you to find, but a lot of people don't realize how to find playlists and things like that. And so I want to make it easy for everybody to find. So if you're not in my recipe community, that's where you need to be. So go to theflipflopchef.com, click the button at the top of the page to join my recipe group. That's where you're going to find thousands of recipes. All my videos are there, which include videos that I did on Facebook before I had a YouTube channel. So hundreds of videos, probably over 1,000. If you count all of the Facebook videos too. We're just gonna scoop all this up here and add this in. But if you don't know about my recipe community yet, I have a giveaway every single Friday. And you don't want to miss that. There's no strings attached. And just like my live giveaways that I'm having tonight, there's no strings attached or anything there. And I will be sharing the winners. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 winners to share with you guys tonight. So if you're like, hey, how do I win during the lives? For the lives, you just have to register. So RSVP, tell me that you're coming, and you're going to be in on the live prizes. And then I give away more prizes after the party's over. I give everybody time to shop. And if you shop today, you're going to earn double entries to win the bigger prizes. And an extra bonus, since we do have a new catalog coming next month, when you shop today, I'm also going to send you a hard copy of our new catalog. Let me just make sure I haven't missed anything here. Oil, lime juice, orange juice, carnitas seasoning, salt, honey. I have chicken instead of pork, so that's one of the things that I changed here. Bell pepper, onion, and that is it. So look, I've got all this mixed up. Now, if you have the OG Pampered Chef air fryer, then you know this would be really hard to cook in there. But this new one has so much cooking space. My suggestion is buy the small oven baking pan set. set. It comes with one of these small oven baking pans. It comes with the baking sheet, which is only available in the set, and a small brownie pan. And then buy a second one of these trays. The small baking pans are my favorite because I can cook with 2 of them at a time on the bottom. The top one will hold at the same time, but so far I haven't needed 3 at one time. But I like it because it also reduces the splatter when you're cooking in here. So bacon, cook it in here. So we're gonna just split this in half. You guys, the rice, I know you can't smell it, but it is so good. We're gonna pour this in, and I'm gonna try to evenly distribute this so that they cook evenly. But this is going to be enough food to feed my family tonight, and there will probably be leftovers too. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. I may put them in the freezer if there are, since we're going back to Sarasota tomorrow. Okay, and our air fryer is ready. If you don't know anything about Pampered Chef's Deluxe air fryer and oven, I'm gonna move this so you can see a little bit better back here. I have an air fryer class on my YouTube channel, and I explain how to use this. We have 2 compartments. The top compartment is like an oven or a toaster, and the bottom compartment is your air fryer. So right now it says add. So it's preheated. It's ready for me to add both of these trays of food. So I'm going to stick one on the bottom, one on the top, press the wheel to start. It's a 20-minute timer. After 10 minutes, it is going to beep, and I'm going to rotate those trays 180 degrees. Before I get rid of this tray of this cutting mat has a groove around the edges. So if you are cutting up a watermelon, which I did right after I left a piece of pepper, but that's okay. Right after we closed on this house, I bought a big watermelon. Christian ate the whole thing by himself, but this is great because it catches all the juice and it doesn't run all over the place. The other side of this is completely flat. So if you need more cutting area and not a groove for juices, then it is a multi-purpose cutting board. All right, so let me see what else I need to tell you. We have 3 more minutes on the rice. Sounded pretty good on that timing, right? So let me check for questions, and then we're gonna finish the rice. So let's see. If you forgot to, I can't remember who all pre-registered. I will just go ahead and tell you that I don't remember that list, but there were quite a few of you guys. So I apologize if I don't know if you missed that out, but hang on, I need to change a little setting there. Let's see. So Melissa said she logged on late and she wants to know what we're making. We're making cilantro lime rice in the microwave in the 3-quart micro cooker plus. I just put Deconstructed Kebabs into the air fryer. Now the original recipe is for pork kebabs. This is actually a Taste Buds recipe, so those of you that were Taste Buds subscribers probably tried this. It was made, I've never made it with pork, I make it with chicken every single time, but I do not like cooking anything on a skewer because I don't like having to do that over and over and over and over again. I could do that and I could put it on a grill outside, I could put it on my deluxe grill and griddle, but it's so much easier to just mix it all in a bowl and put it in the air fryer. So I did make that note in my link that I posted at the beginning and how long to cook it in the air fryer. Excuse me. All right, let's see. So Juanita asked about the mandolin blade ever getting dull. I don't know because I have never had mine get dull. This one is a brand new one. I have one in Sarasota that I've been using since they gave it to me as a sample, and I've never had any issues with it. So my guess is it's going to probably stay good for years and years and years. Let's see. Peg, thank you for that feedback that the Zoom was good. Jennifer, thank you. Lighting is good. Sound is okay. I know there's an echo. Man, I got to figure that out. I'm hoping if I wear a mic, that will help with the echo. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to do. I've tried to put a rug here today, and I was slipping on all 4 corners, and it didn't help with the echo anyways, so we took it out. Let's see. All right, questions. Okay, the microwave sound is good. See, you guys are helping me test this out in this new kitchen, so let's see. All right, if you have questions, go ahead and start putting those in the chat because we're almost done with the cooking anyways. We just have to add some cilantro and the lime to the rice. Let's see. Okay. Hopefully, oh, Natalie, thank you. You were the one that said she put the fresh lemon juice in her oil and vinegar bottle. That was the first time that I have heard that idea, and I loved it. So thank you so much for telling me that you were the one that shared it, because man, that is such a great idea. If you have other ideas, anybody that's watching, I use this for vanilla, oil. I don't really cook very much with vinegar, so I don't have one for vinegar. But I also like to have one with my coffee syrups. So I moved my coffee syrups over there. I have pumps on those, but usually I have a favorite, because I have too many at home. But I fill it with that, and I love it. So, all right. So what we're gonna do, and these, I think I showed you a little peek. These are the new trivets coming from Pampered Chef, and they also go in the microwave, so you can use them as like if you have a bowl that gets hot, you can put it in and out of the microwave with this. So let's get our rice, and we're gonna pop this off, and I need to show you guys a trick. Always open this away. I used to say, you know, like you learned in home ec class, but then I remember that I don't think people have home ec class anymore, so I am your home ec teacher now. I'm gonna teach you all the things that maybe you didn't get to learn in home ec. Take a butter knife and stick that in that hole in the middle. Please don't put your finger in there when this is hot, because guess what? You're gonna burn yourself. So we're gonna take this rice and just fluff it, and I'm gonna mix into this the other half. I'm so proud of myself. I get a little bit just excited, and I was so worried I was gonna put the whole lime in the chicken. So half of the lime in here. I actually needed a little bit more lime that I bought. I didn't buy enough, so we were gonna put a little bit in the sour cream, but that's okay. This is an herb mill. It comes with the herb keeper, which is this. It's like a vase for your fresh herbs. And it comes with an herb stripper, which I don't think is within arm's reach. I'm still trying to figure out where the boy is and I put everything. So I'm not even gonna look for it because I don't know where it goes. I don't use this anymore, but that little metal ball will weigh the herbs down in here. And this is a little cover. I don't usually use that either, but if you wanted to store fresh herbs in, like after you chop them, take the ball out and you can store them in this little container. I've probably never shared that little tidbit because I don't even know where that piece is at my house in Florida. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit of cilantro. Again, measure with my heart. I know some people hate cilantro. Apparently that is, if it tastes like soap or dirt or something, then you're missing an enzyme or something. I personally love cilantro, but if you hate it and it tastes like dirt, please don't put it in your food. It's okay, you can leave it out. We're gonna just mix this together, and then I'm gonna transfer it into this 2.5 quart insulated bowl. So this is like a Yeti for your food. And get all that out. I might have to pack a cooler and take the leftovers home with me tomorrow. Okay, set this aside, and we have 3 minutes before I have to flip that. So I'm going to answer some questions, we're going to do some prizes, and then we'll finish everything up. So if you have questions, put them in the chat. If you already put it in the chat and I didn't answer you, it means that I didn't see it. It means that I couldn't scroll that far. Now, we're going to make this delicious, kind of like Mexican sour cream, I guess. But we're going to put some carnitas seasoning into this container. I did steal some of this sour cream, so it's not quite, what size is this? This was an 8-ounce, borrowed some. We have eaten Mexican food so many times since we've been here because we love Mexican food in Georgia. So we've been to Mesquite. They have several locations all over the place if you're in Henry County. I think they have Locust Grove, Stockbridge, McDonough. I think there's one in Monticello maybe. And then La Paria. There's one here in Athens, and I was so pleased to see that. We've been there 3 times, and we've been here just over 2 weeks. So you can see we've eaten a lot of Mexican food. So I brought my nachos home the other night, and excuse me. This is our now Mexican sour cream. Brought my nachos home from La Paria from Friday, And yesterday I heated them up on that small sheet pan, baking sheet that comes in that small oven bakeware set, and added some sour cream, and they were amazing. So, all right, let's get your questions, and I need a little bit of water here. Okay. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat. Forgive me. Okay, questions. Let me get back to where I left off here. I don't know what got me. Let's see. Okay, Evelyn, you said, where will you find the pan that I'm cooking in the air fryer? So that is the small oven baking sheet. No, small oven baking pan. See, I'm telling you wrong already. Small oven baking pan. Let me see if I can get you the item number. Let's see. Excuse me. Just one pan is, the item number is 101331. 101331. If you want the small oven bakeware set, which is what I recommend you get the set plus a pan. The small oven bakeware set is 101334, and it has one small oven baking pan, one baking sheet, and one small brownie pan. So I hope that that is helpful. And then let's see. Sandy, are you asking if these plastic mixing bowls comes with lids? And they do not. If these are the bowls you're asking about, they don't come with lids, but if you happen to have the red set of silicone lids, they do fit on these bowls. Okay, we're gonna flip this. You guys hear that beep? So I'm gonna take my oven gloves, which I love these. These are great. And Connor hasn't completely ruined them yet. He hasn't cooked as much in this house yet, but he has done some cooking. We're gonna take these pans. So 180 degrees, hopefully you guys can still see me. So this side of the pan is gonna go over there. So I'm just gonna give this a turn. And give this a turn. This air fryer does not pause the cook time while you are flipping the trays. Don't worry about it. Just keep on going. It's just totally fine. I like using these small oven baking pans because it keeps it from splattering as much, but it also, all that juice doesn't run into the bottom, and these pans are so easy to clean, way easier to clean than the air fryer trays that come with the air fryer. I actually have stopped cooking on those unless I'm putting parchment paper, but Pampered Chef does recommend if you're cooking directly on the trays to spray them with oil, and we of course recommend our kitchen spritzer and not something with a preservative in it. But I love these pans that I've got to where I just don't even cook directly on there. So, Juanita, are you asking about the, she's asking about an old copy of the cooking booklet. If you're asking for the old air fryer, I have a files section in my recipe community. So if you go there on a desktop, it's really easy to see. There's a little banner at the, like kind of below the picture, but at the top of the page, you'll see like posts and featured, and there's a like, it might say media, but there's a files section, and you actually can use the search button there and search for air fryer, and you can find the guide, the cooking guide for the old air fryer. I think that's what you're asking. If that's wrong, then just let me know. And yes, anybody who pre-registered got that reminder text today, unless there was something wrong with the phone number. I did have several yesterday that didn't go through, so most everyone that pre-registered should get a text unless they entered the phone number wrong, which I actually corrected at least 4 of them. Let's see. Charlotte, I am planning to wear a mic. I bought that right before we came and I left it. I didn't think I would have time to learn it while I was here, and I was right. Okay, if you can, you want to access the Taste Buds Hub if you're former subscribers. I'm actually going to post the link for anybody who wants it. I have begged Pampered Chef to please not get rid of the Taste Buds Hub, like that. It's like the easiest place to search for recipes based on the seasoning. So definitely check that out. The only problem when I make a comment is I lose my spot. Okay, here we go. Let's see. So Cindy, if you, Cindy asked about not getting the recipe for this meal. If you can see my very first comment from when I first joined, it is in there. But if you still can't find it, I'm happy to help you get it later on. Oh, hi Connor. Connor is watching, and he said hi. So hi Connor, love you. That's my son, for those of you that don't know. Okay, let's see. So Lisa asked if you could do the same recipe using the skewers in the old air fryer. You absolutely can. Thank you for all the positive feedback. I have been a little bit paranoid about after the first video, which was the last one here. I was a little bit concerned about the noises because I know how it can be when there's distracting noises. So let's see. Yes, deconstructed meals are so much easier and you're going to get all the flavor. I agree with you, Judy. All right. Looking for questions. Okay. So Barb, hey Barb, I'm so glad that you're on here. I got your text yesterday, so I'm glad to see you on here. She asked what you do differently if you do brown rice or if you do it the same. So I actually have it on my list to share brown rice instructions for the micro cooker. Stay tuned for that this week. I don't remember off the top of my head. For years, Pampered Chef has said not to make brown rice, but they just don't want you to brown the rice in there, but they have instructions for how to cook brown rice. I will be sharing that. If I forget, if you don't see it this week, just text me and remind me. Let's see. Carla, the insulated bowls are not dishwasher safe and they are not microwave safe or oven safe. They are countertop safe and refrigerator safe, and that's about it. So Charlotte, good rule. We have changed things. She said that when she moved to Florida, she made a rule that if she looked for a tool in the same wrong spot twice, that was the new spot. And we have definitely moved a few things around. Do the insulated lidded bowls work the same? Okay, the blue insulated bowls work the same as the white ones. The only difference is the lids are designed differently. So the lids for the blue bowls are designed for you to take them away from your house. The white bowls were just designed for you to keep them here at your house. So they work exactly the same. Mary, we do still sell the oil and vinegar dispenser as far as I know. Yes, Natalie, you can use let me go back. I should have it still pulled up here. She asked if you could use the small oven baking pans in a regular oven. And let me just pull this up. Let's see. So yes, they can be used up to 450 degrees. You cannot use them on a broil setting in a conventional oven. So like this kind of oven, don't use broil. You can use broil in the air fryer. So yes, you sure can. Let's see. So Deb asked about putting hot water in the insulated bowls. You can do that. I have never ever done that, and my food stays piping hot even without doing that. So let's see if we have steam. Yes, you see we have steam. Now I know this hasn't been a lot of time, but I don't ever warm the bowls, so I don't think you have to do that. But maybe they would keep it hotter longer if you did. The small baking pans are too big for the OG Pampered Chef air fryer. Samantha asked, how big are the pans I'm using in the air fryer? Man, I'm so glad you'll have all these questions. They're 11 by 11 by 1.75 inches deep. So 11-inch square, almost 2 inches deep. I hope that is helpful. And by the way, it says, I apologize, you guys. It says refrigerator and freezer safe, not grill safe. PFAS free and made without PFOA. They are heavy gauge aluminized steel with silicone based nonstick coating, and I love them because they are so easy to clean. I mean, those are like my favorite pans. Use them in the air fryer just about every time. All right, let's see. Judy, another idea. Judy said put soy sauce in here. Why did I not think of that? Keith, Connor, and Christian all use soy sauce. That is brilliant. See, this is why I need you guys. Tell me these great ideas. Oh, and she takes the packets that she gets from Chinese food and puts them in there. Even better. I love it. All right, Terry Harper asked, how much cilantro for the rice based on your recipe tonight? I didn't measure. I just took a big handful. I cut off a big handful, but you can use more or less depending on your taste. And let's see. All right, so Tammy asked about the Pampered Chef carnitas seasoning in the jar. Tammy, we don't sell it in the jar anymore, so if you still have your jar, save your jar. That's what I did. I actually wish I had 2 of them. But save your jar because now it's only sold in the packets, and I hope that they change their mind and go back to that. I love having the jars instead of the packets. So Anita, she wants me to tell you some more cool products coming soon. I'm looking around to see if there's something that I can tell you about. I don't think I have anything else handy right now that I can tell you, but I can tell you that we have some really, okay, I gotta tell you one thing. Only, Anita, you just pulled at my heartstrings. We have a new cinnamon crumb cake that is coming, and I'm gonna tell you, I had the pleasure of testing some of our products before they introduced them to consultants and launched them to everybody. And I made that in my Brilliance 8-inch pan. I made it one day, and I took like a little bite because I was recording all kinds of videos that day. I took a bite, tasted it, and literally like the next day I came back and it was almost completely gone. There was just crumbs, and I was like, who is eating this? Who ate all of this? And Christian ate almost the entire cake all by himself. So he really, really, really likes it. So, okay, let's see. Oh, and don't let me forget the prizes. I gotta do those. Let's see, I'm gonna get the questions, and then I'll finish these, and then I'll come back to the questions after I give away some prizes. Y'all are so sweet to tell Connor hello. I hope he's reading the comments. If you haven't followed him on YouTube yet, he's Agent Penguin, and Christian is Fox Ninja, and they have some funny things. There's a lot of gaming stuff on there. Juanita asked about the old cookbooks. So Juanita, once they're discontinued, they're gone. If you want to text me, I can look and see what I have when I get back to Sarasota, but right now I don't have anything here that I can check for you. Okay, we'll get this out in just a second, but it says ready. Samantha, thank you for asking that. Darren is right. They are the exact same capacity as a 9x13 pan. So Darren and Samantha wanted to know if the small oven baking pans in here hold the same amount as a 9x13, and they do. They are not smaller. They hold the exact same amount as a 9x13 pan. So tell him he was not right this time. She said he thought they were smaller. Okay, so I did trick you guys a little bit with the little mini measure-all cup. I don't know where I put it, but that's the petite one. We have discontinued that, so unfortunately we don't have that. Stacy asked if I missed the rotisserie feature on the air fryer, and I really don't. I have cooked a spatchcock chicken, and I would do it in this pan too, so it catches all of the juice. But I really haven't missed the rotisserie feature. I didn't use it a ton before for like a whole chicken. I used it for the rotating basket, but I have found I don't even really need that because I can cook 2 trays at the same time, where before I was having to cook 1 batch of food in the rotating basket, take it out, put another batch in. So I have not missed that at all. The pans are the small oven baking pans, and they are obviously the most popular thing tonight, which I love because I am loving them. The item number is 101331 if you want to get one of them. And then my suggestion is to buy 1 of those, and also buy the small baking, let's see, small oven. I lost my, I had to search again. Small oven bakeware set, and that is 101334. All right, I think I had a couple more comments, and then we'll do some freebies here. Let's see. Hey Lynn, you may have missed, but my very first video that I did here in the doghouse was I made the meatloaf spice mix. And if anybody else knows any more, don't share them in the comments. We want to keep those things a surprise because we do have some things that I'm not able to share yet. Okay, so we're gonna give away some prizes, but before I forget, and I guess I'm gonna tell you one more new product. I just forgot I was gonna tell you. Don't forget, the stainless cookware is available for everyone. We launched these early. These are brand new. They do not have any nonstick coating, so there's no PFOA, no PFAS, nothing in these, just stainless. And these work on any cooktop. So this is the 3-quart size. These are the new cookware protectors, and you see that they have a square shape, so they go in your square grill pans that you might have. We have the 10-inch size, and then my favorite size, the 4.5-quart with handles on both sides. Whoops. Here, we'll put these in there. I have to put these out on the counter because I have to make sure that I take these back to Sarasota because I want to give away the ones that I have there because they're new in the box, and I don't need both in both places. I can bring some things back and forth. So at least for now, I want to give away some of those pieces. So let's give away some prizes. So I have 4, 4, 5, 6 winners for tonight. So the live winners are, I have 3 people who are going to get a microfiber towel. This is going to be sold open stock in our next catalog. The 3 people who win this, just know that I got these when I bought these towel sets for my new kitchen here. I don't need a ton of these, but these are my favorite kitchen towels and they come as a set. And so in my drawer, I have all these kitchen towels and I just don't need a bunch of the scrubber ones, so the microfiber cleaning cloths. So love, love, love these bamboo towels or microfiber towels, whatever they are. But 3 of you are gonna get these because I didn't need all these extras. So the 3 winners are Marty Hawkins, Robin Murdoch, and Cheryl Baldwin. I will mail those to you when I get back to Florida. And then I have 2 surprise pantry bundles, and the reason they're surprises is because I've been here for over 2 weeks and I don't know what all is in my closet at home. So 2 surprise pantry bundles. One will go to Bernice Yondel and the other to Carrie Villarreal, and I will mail those once I'm back in Florida. And then I have 1 more winner for today, and it is for another new product. It is the new salted vanilla dessert mix. So if you like our dessert mixes, you're gonna love this one. I have actually been using it. I was able to test that one ahead of time too. It's delicious, and maybe day before yesterday, I decided instead of using my Torani syrup, I actually just took the powder and I stirred it into my coffee and with my half and half, and it dissolved beautifully. It wasn't clumpy or anything, and that was such a good flavor. And you could froth your milk with it too. So the prizes that I will be giving away after the party is over. So you can shop today and get double entries and a fall catalog. And then if you shop Monday through Wednesday, then you're gonna get entries into the drawing for the bigger prizes as well. The metal pizza pan, the 10-inch stainless steel skillet. So that is this one right here. And I need to pretty this up again. I can't remember what I cooked in this last, but this is the 10-inch skillet. And if you did not watch my stainless steel cooking class, you definitely want to watch that so that you know how to cook in stainless steel as soon as you get it. I have a wine opener and aerator to give away. And then the grand prize winner, it is winner's choice. That winner will be able to choose the deluxe coffee machine, the knife block set, or the 4.5 quart stainless steel pan. So the bigger one. I'm gonna bring this back. I've got to stop putting stuff on my stovetop, you guys, because this is an electric and not an induction, but this is the 4.5 quart size. I have to tell you what happened yesterday, and I'm a little bit paranoid now. As you can see, this oven is stressing me out. Yesterday I came in here to do something, and I walked right by here, and I literally felt the heat coming off the stove and realized that the stove was on. So somebody bumped one of these knobs and the burner was totally on. And so unfortunately, we are very spoiled with our induction cooktop in Sarasota. We can put stuff on it, it locks, it doesn't come on, and it only works with stainless steel things or magnetic cookware. And so like I don't ever have to worry about it being hot. I don't have to worry about it actually getting turned on. So I wish these things weren't so expensive. I would just buy a new induction. So we'll see. I am debating on what I'm gonna do about this oven. But I'm gonna go answer some more questions here in a second. Before we go, I'm gonna do my best to end on time tonight, but I wanna remind you, buy a mix, Pampered Chef gives a meal, and I will match that donation during this party. So these are the meal mixes: Indian style rice, pad thai, chili, Tuscan style herb chicken, carnitas, which is what we use tonight, buttered chicken, and scampi. Buy one of all of them. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You buy 7 of them, Pampered Chef donates 7 meals, and I donate 7 meals. So it's just a win-win. If you're interested in hosting a fundraiser with me, I have several of you who already have hosted and closed your parties. And if you want to get in, I have a few more people who are hosting the rest of this month. We are doing double donations for fundraisers. So I can help your organization earn up to 30% of the party sales. And you as the host do get to choose the monthly host special, which is 60% off any item or set, which includes the stainless steel cookware and our anniversary collection dinnerware. I have 2 more dates that you can start to make sure you get in on that double free. That's August 11th and August the 18th. So you can text me, email me, and let me know which of those dates that you want, and I can get all the information from you. If you missed the link for the recipes, I actually just remembered it is also in the description of this video. So if you look at the description, there is a link and it has everything that you need there. I'm gonna check and see if there are any new questions since I kind of segued away from that. So let's see what this question was. Hang on, let me get my, okay. So Charlotte, if I said caramel, I should have said salted vanilla. It's a salted vanilla dessert mix, and Christine Summer won that. I apologize if I left off the name. Let's see. And Melinda Klanakis, she said great grand prizes to choose from. She actually won the grand prize. I think it was last month. She got the air fryer, so that was so exciting. And Anita, I love to hear that my stainless steel cookware class may have swayed you in the direction of stainless steel cooking. Let me tell you, it's really not hard to cook in stainless steel. You just need to know how to do it before you start, so that you don't burn something in your pan, and you're gonna love it. I made the chili meal mix in here. That's what I cooked in here last. The chili meal mix a few nights ago, and it was just perfect. I had nothing sticking. I think I have a video showing you guys how I clean that. I just haven't posted it yet. Thank you, Jill. Yes, the salted vanilla mix goes to Christine Summer. Forgive me. And Melinda, I wish I had 100 of the creamsicle mixes, so I definitely agree with you on that. Samantha asked if there's lids with the stainless. Thank you for asking. All three of them come with a glass lid. I try not to travel with glass lids unless I have to have them, and I chose not to bring the lids with me. They are in Sarasota, but all three of these have a glass lid. Okay. Let's see. Charlotte, I actually think I forgot to say the name, so I don't think you missed it. So, all right. Any other last minute questions? I'm going to flip over here to Facebook real quick and see if there are any questions happening there that I can answer for you guys. I have a few more minutes before that. And hi, Keith. Keith said he's watching from the other room. Let's see. Thank you, Michelle. She said another beautiful kitchen. I have to tell you, this kitchen is way easier to cook in than my kitchen in Florida. I love just the flow is just so easy. So I love that. And yes, I love that my family, Carrie, is watching me from the other rooms too. I love that too. All right, let's see. One more page to check for questions. There were mostly just comments there. I love that. But let's see if there's any other questions before I go. Oh, in the link that's in the description and the link I put in the comments, there is a registration. You can register tonight. Are you guys so proud of me? You can register tonight for the next live event. It is going to be on September the 7th. I will be live from Sarasota, and I will have new products and new recipes to share with you guys. So the sign up form is in that link. I hope it's in there. I meant to put it in there. Let me double check now that I'm telling you that. I know I created it. Did I actually get it in there? Yes, I did. And there's a top secret photo, so you can't see everything. But definitely go ahead and register there. Let's see if there is anything else. Let's see. Okay, I don't think I have any other questions, but I appreciate you guys joining me tonight, and thank you for all the feedback. When I come back here, I will try the wearable mic and see if that helps with the echo in here just a little bit. I hope I can try it in Sarasota also, because I actually bought it to use on all of my videos, so I'm hoping that it'll be a great one. I was worried about like moving around and cooking, having a microphone on me, but I did some research and I bought one that's supposed to be good for cooking and moving around, so we shall see. I love my Mevo camera. I've been using this thing for probably 7 or 8 years, and I love it. It gives me a lot of great things, but after my first video here, I was like, oh yeah, I need a different microphone, I think, for this kitchen. But I am much more pleased with the lighting in here now that we changed out all the bulbs. So I give Keith all the props for helping me do that. We've been busy around here and also tired. But thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Remember, if you shop the party tonight, you get double entries to win the big prizes, and you get a new fall catalog, a hard copy. I will mail it to you. That shipment was delivered a couple of days ago in Sarasota. I want to thank my neighbor Joe for going over and bringing those boxes in for us, because FedEx would only let me hold my packages for 2 weeks, and I was gone a little bit longer than that. So when I get home, y'all give me a little bit of time to get caught up, and I will mail those catalogs out to everybody who shops today. And then this party will close automatically at midnight on Wednesday night, so don't miss out on that deadline. And if you have any questions, text me. I will answer those tomorrow, because I will be either when I'm riding in the car tomorrow back to Florida, I will be working. So thank you guys for joining me tonight, and I will see you in Sarasota on September the 7th, live from my kitchen there. So bye everyone. See you next time.